So a devotional gathering is a gathering where we get together and say some prayers and read quotations from holy writings. And this is not just Baha'i holy writings, you know. It could be an interfaith devotion where we actually read writings from all the major religions. So we could get holy writings from Islam, from Christianity, from Hinduism, and we could arrange it in a way that we're exploring a theme. For example, we could be exploring what the purpose of creation was, and we'll look at the holy writings from all the major religions and see what it tells us about what the purpose in life is. So the way I run my devotion is we pick a theme. Every 2 weeks we get together, pick a theme, and explore what the different writings say about this theme. And over and beyond just picking a theme for the devotion, it's also a time for us to strengthen bonds of friendship. This is also a space where, you know, we get together and just check in on each other and try to encourage each other on, you know, different aspects of life.
When I was just getting into it.
You're just getting into it.
You're a little.
This is not love. It is merely acquaintanceship. It is subject to change. Today you will see two souls apparently in close friendships. Tomorrow all this may be changed.
And finding this point of similarity, they are attracted to one another in love. This love will bring the realization of true accord, the foundation of real unity. And Abdul Baha has explained that real love is impossible unless one turn his face towards God and be attracted to His beauty. Therefore, the love between husband and wife must be expressed on three levels: the physical, the intellectual, and the spiritual. All these are essential for a strong and lasting union.
Bright orbs are wedded in their love.
Sogelea maisha yangu, kwani wewe ndio uzima wangu, usalama yangu. Ukiwa nami nikiwa nawe, sitaogopa adui zangu, kwani wewe ndio uzima wangu, usalama yangu. Ukiwa nami nikiwa nawe, sitaogopa adui zangu.
In common, which is to always look at the good in So I tend to think that in a relationship as well, one concept I mentioned earlier focuses on looking at the good. It's quite powerful. And in the writings, one of the, actually two of the quotes or readings states the importance of unity being maintained in the marriage. And one of the founding principles of the Bahá'í Faith is unity. And obviously within our own relationships that should be there. And there are basically 7 points to see how one can maintain this unity in a marriage. So the first question that I asked was, what is true marriage? And in one of the quotes, it says, husband and wife should be united both physically and spiritually, that they may ever improve the spiritual life of each other and may enjoy everlasting unity throughout all the worlds of God. So when you think about our purpose on this planet, is one, to get closer to our Creator. And if we just focus on the physical elements of love, when we die, it comes to an end. And we transcend to the spiritual world. So already that understanding makes it quite clear that when one is thinking of a union of two people, the focus has to be more on the spiritual side. And something else that came out in one of the quotes was that marriage is a fortress for well-being. So I've heard this several times, and I still don't have the direct answer to this, but in the subsequent questions that I'll raise, I think we'll have a better understanding of what this means. So another question that I asked myself was, what are the ingredients of a successful marriage or a successful relationship? So based on book 1 and book 2, there are certain elements that you see will pop up here that I think would be, that assisted me in answering this question. So the first is loyalty, which it bonds the heart and unites the couple. Second is faithfulness, to remain faithful to each other. Dedication, which is to dedicate knowledge, titles, bodies, and spirit to God and to each other. In the absence of jealousy, which allow no trace of jealousy to creep between the two. And then steadfastness in times of trials. A number of us have gone through book 1 and book 2 together, which I think has assisted in answering some of these questions. So in book 1 we talked about backbiting and how it's detrimental to the progress of the soul. And Abdul-Baha says that whenever issues arise in a marriage, he says the first thing to do is take counsel in each other. Another is the removal of grievances. So not to be too hearty and carry grudges with each other, but find amicable ways of finding solutions and being frank and understanding with each other on those issues.
Hi, my name is Jack, and I'll speak about my experiences while doing Ruhi, specifically book 1 and 2. I think the most salient and most powerful thing I've experienced while doing Ruhi was the focus on positivity and the idea of looking at the best in people. And if a person has one flaw and 10 positive things, focus on the 10. If one has 10 flaws and one positive thing, focus on the one. And I think that is something that has had a huge impact on my thinking moving forward, both personally and in work life. And I think it's a concept that if carried out into society or taught to society can bring a lot of change. Another concept I gained from Ruhi 1 and 2 was the concept of unity. And one powerful saying is that the light of unity is so bright that it can illuminate the whole world. And I think this is a concept that, especially in today's world, is missing. And we see that in American politics, Kenyan politics, religions across the board. I think the idea that humanity should come together as one and progress and advance human civilization is a very powerful notion, and one that I think we need to incorporate to our society. A concept I found very impactful during my studying of Ruhi 1 and 2 was the one of self-development and holding yourself accountable. And the idea that at the end of each day you should reflect on your actions, on your words, on your conversations, and strive to improve on those. And that is one thing that, if applied daily, I believe can lead to a lot of positive changes in the world we live. And I think it's one concept that we need to teach, especially at a young age, so that people hold themselves accountable right from an early age to adulthood.
My name is Beatrice Mbone. I'm the Children Class Coordinator in Nairobi Cluster, and I have several children classes going on in Nairobi Cluster in various communities. And Nairobi is divided into sectors, so there are different classes going on in each sector. And if we hear about children class, it means classes of 5 to 10 to 20 children, teaching children about morals or spiritual qualities. In grade 1 children classes, we normally teach about the 24 virtues, and after the completion of that grade, all the children should be aware of the 24 virtues and they should be practicing them. In Nairobi Cluster, there are so many learnings that have been generated from these classes, from our CI, our Baha'i friends. We are being told about how they have really being impressed by this process, whereby their children are being changed. When they attend the classes, they don't just be the same. They change their behavior, their manner on how they conduct themselves in the community.
How many sectors are there, and are these children's classes just for Baha'is, or?
These children classes are not only for Baha'is. At the moment, Nairobi, as a cluster, we have sectors for around 8 sectors, whereby in each sector there are at least one or more classes. And these children classes have impressed more Baha'i friends than even the Baha'is themselves. So we have more participation of Baha'i friends in our children classes.
Baha'is or non-Baha'is?
Non-Baha'is, Baha'i friends. It means non-Baha'is.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have more non-Baha'is in our children classes in most of the areas in Nairobi.
Tafundisha imani ya Baha'u'llah, Baha'u'llah. Tafundisha imani ya Baha'u'llah. Tafundisha imani, tafundisha imani, tafundisha imani ya Baha'u'llah. Twatembea kwa mwanga wa Baha'u'llah. Twatembea kwa mwanga wa Baha'u'llah. Twatembea kwa mwanga, twatembea kwa mwanga, twatembea kwa mwanga wa Baha'u'llah. Twafundisha imani ya Baha'u'llah, Baha'u'llah. Twafundisha imani ya Baha'u'llah. Twafundisha imani, twafundisha imani, twafundisha imani ya Baha'u'llah. We are teaching the faith of Baha'u'llah. We are teaching the faith of Baha'u'llah. We are teaching the faith, we are teaching the faith, we are teaching the faith of Baha'u'llah. Say, nature in its essence is the embodiment of my name, the maker, the creator. Say, nature in its essence is the embodiment of my name, the maker, the creator.
Excellent. My name is Damian David, and since I joined this Junior Youth Empowerment group, it has helped me, and I'm now confident to speak to a lot of people, and my behaviors have changed, my grammar has changed, and even the relation with my friends has changed to good. My best quote is, shut your eyes to his judgment and fix your gaze upon unity. I like that quote because unity is what we need in Kenya. Our leaders need to promote unity.
So powerful is the light of unity that it can illuminate the whole earth.
My name is Nancy Nyokabi Malenge. I started life skills when I was in class 5.
It's been wonderful, actually. I've gained a lot of confidence. It even got me to know what I wanted to be in life, which is to be a lawyer. And when I was a kid, I never used to have the confidence enough to even say my name in public or even talk to friends. I usually used to be silent. But through the quotes and everything, I just feel okay when I'm around our classes. Mostly the stories. It's like the one for the tribal wars. It taught me that we are all the same, but we make ourselves look different. Yet everything that we have is similar. Like we have the same type of hair. Even though I'm a black and somebody else is white, it doesn't matter because life will maybe what I have is the same thing as another person has, who is from another nation, another tribe, anything that makes everything look the same, but there's something small that makes it look different, that will make it look big.
What was your favorite quote?
Never have I created thee, yet thou hast abased thyself. Rise unto the God for which thou was created.
A dignified life.
A dignified life. And to lead an unchaste life. You just go around. Yeah? Sickness. We have STDs, we have STIs, so many things. You get pregnant at your age. I'm sure you don't meet stories of people who are doing their KCPE exams pregnant. It happens. Yeah? And to forgive. What do you gain from forgiving?
You get freedom from anger.
You get freedom from anger. And I think we've talked about this a lot. About keeping love. And love helps us to be unified. Love helps us to relate, to socialize with one another without hatred, without discord, and so many negative things, yeah? And to take revenge. What if Kibomi decided to take revenge on the Dumba? On the Kumu, that is.
He will be no better than the ones who murdered his parents.
Yeah, he'll be no better.
Bomi chooses not to fight and kill. He thinks there must be another way. We all make choices in our lives that keep us on the right path or make us go astray. In the following prayer, we ask God to show us His path.
Say.
Create in me a pure heart, O my God, and renew a tranquil conscience within me. O my hope, through the Spirit of power, confirm me in thy cause. O my best beloved, and by the light of thy glory, reveal unto me thy path. O thou the goal of my desire.
My name is Michelle, and I'm in Kirawa Road School, and this is my final year.
My name is Wayne. I'm in Kirawa Road School. I'm in 8th grade, and it's also my final year.
My name is Jonah. I'm also in 8th grade, and it's my final year too.
Yuna, can I tell you my dream? I want to do real estate, and I also want to one time find myself being a Supreme Court judge. What about you?
I want to become a pilot or an engineer, wherever life takes me.
What about you?
I would like to be an aeronautical engineer. It's been my dream for a long time, and I'm really working hard to get to that.
Okay, my name is Debbie.
And my name is Yvette.
We're best friends. Yeah, so the book has really changed my life. It has really shown me so much that I didn't know, and I really appreciate it.
Walking the straight path has also made me a new person, and so has it made other people, as in my friends from my classmates. I've seen a lot of changes in myself and also in them. They've become kinder and much nicer, and I like the way they act right now, and I also like the way I act, because I never used to be as kind or generous as I am today.
What is the one thing that you feel confident about as a young person now?
Well, as a young person, the one thing that I feel confident about is myself. I actually can present myself in any manner that I want to. I love the way I get to talk to other people that I don't know, but then I talk to them well and talk to them as if I've known them for ages. So I really love the way I've been taught to be confident in this movement.
I also have confidence in myself. I also like the way I can talk to someone else who's new, and I can stand up for myself when someone tries to hurt me.
What contribution do you think, or what role do you think a young person can play in today's society?
I actually think that a young person in today's society can help others by being nicer to them, help in community service like in the streets and stuff like that, and that really helps because it makes the others know that we really care about the community.
What a young person can do to the community, it's like helping and doing anything that can at least show that at least a bit of concern to the community, because many people are in the community, and you can help those many people by doing, as she has said, cleaning the environment and doing some community service projects.
My vision and dream for Kenya is to be peaceful, like it always has been, to continue having the good movement that we have in Kenya, continue being a good country, because whatever happens in Kenya, Kenya is one, Kenya will still remain. Kenya is awesome.
One people, one power, that's all I have to say.
Is there any river of difficulties? Say God, say praise be God, He is God, and all are His servants, and all abide by His bidding.
So I really want to make sure that we all really understand this concept that both of these stories share. So if you had to sum up in one word what these stories were speaking about, what word would that be? Perseverance, exactly. Where in your life would you use perseverance? Like, where do you think it's important for you? In the church, okay. Where does perseverance, where is it important in your life? In the church as well? Okay. Okay.
I'm the secretary of the youth. Then you need to persevere so that you can help the others. Knowing what maybe they don't know, or teaching others something.
Okay. So persevering through teaching other people what's good for them to do. Yeah? Excellent. And you, sir? Where is perseverance, working hard, never giving up? Where is that important in your life?
School.
In school, excellent. Staunch and firmly rooted and persevere to the end. In other words, keep working hard, don't give up to the end. You will succeed. All right? Great. We've talked about a number of different qualities in this book. So we've talked about service. If you remember the old man who was planting trees, he was serving the future generations, right? So we've talked about the importance of service. We've talked about other important qualities like being kind to others, being truthful. What other stories have we done? Let's take a quick look. Oh yeah, the fox and the crow. Do you remember that story? Right? Not allowing false statements to influence you, right? We talked about a father took his son to a prayer garden, and the son began to judge others, And the father said, we should not judge others because otherwise we lose the value. Yeah. So there's a number of qualities that we've learned. Each story has a particular quality that's important for us to use. Now, do you think any one quality is more important than the others? Or do you think we have to use all of them together? What do you think? You have to use all of them together, exactly. Yeah? Okay. Yeah, so in fact, all of these qualities are important, and we do need to use all of them. So each story is focusing on one thing, but we have to remember the others that we learned as well. Excellent.
My name's Mewambui Bulu. My dream is becoming an agronomist. So in my school I am doing agriculture and biology. So I would like to be helping farmers work how to grow mushrooms, like different types of mushroom, oyster, button, and things that can benefit them. So I'd like to be a great farmer and helping others who are in need. But what I pray is my God to give me self-control and to give me knowledge about this life.
All I can say is that this program is really helping us, because you see, even some of us like the children, they don't know how to speak in English, but now they can speak in English. There are some who come here and they are really young, and some of them are learning a lot and they are really speaking in English.
What are you planning to do after the program, after you graduate from the program?
Okay, after I graduate, maybe I'll help my community and service work, and either get in a group, maybe like that teacher was giving us the idea of being the teacher of teaching these young children. Maybe I can use that.
I would like this program to continue for the young generation that is coming. You know, us, we will come and then go, and others will come. Yeah.
What are you planning to do in relation to this program?
I want to become an animator so that I can teach the young children at home. Those who come on Monday. When they join the youth, I would like to teach them.
Why would you like to take that up?
Because I like to be an animator. I want to become a journalist.
You want to become a journalist?
Yes.
I did mass communication.
You did. Is it good?
Of course, it is very, very good. But you decide what you want to do. So, for example, there are very many aspects. So one of it is cameras, another one is writing, and another one is being a reporter, being a broadcaster. So sitting in front, like the way you're sitting right now in front of the camera, and you're being interviewed and all that. So which side do you like? Do you like being this side of mine or your side?
I want to be in that side.
Or you want to be on my side? Okay. So a camera person. You want to be a camera person?
No, I want to become a journalist.
Okay.
A journalist.
Yes. Why do you want to become a journalist?
So that I can know how the world is going and report to the other people.
Awesome. Thank you. Good luck.
Okay, so my experiences with this group, first of all, it's been a beautiful group because the ones that keep coming are the ones that are really dedicated, and I love seeing that dedication. Every Saturday morning when I come in, they're there ready, smiling. I'm usually the one who's running late, which is it's good to see them have that dedication. And what's also really exciting is that, 3 of them are a bit older than the junior youth. The junior youth age is usually between 12 and 15. So there's 3 of them that are older and that they have the capacity. So we've actually agreed that we're going to start training them to become animators, which to me is the best thing to do, because I'm not the one to animate the junior youth. It should be the older youth to animate. So I'm really excited that I get to actually accompany them in that journey. In terms of milestones, I think that's been a big milestone, is seeing them shift from being, these young youth who are trying to understand the materials, to now being at a stage when they are ready to actually take the next step, which is to become animators themselves. So that's been wonderful to see. Another milestone is that they've become less shy around me. When we first started, it was very difficult to have conversations. Now we can actually have conversations around the topics, and it's really wonderful to see and to hear their perspectives, and to encourage them to come out more and to talk more about what they believe.
Which books have you covered with them so far?
So we've done 2 or 3 books now. We did Breezes of Confirmation, we're doing Walking the Straight Path, and I believe we've also studied Glimmerings of Hope. Yeah.
Any views or ideas from the parents? Like, what are their sentiments around these kids coming here?
They're very supportive. We've actually invited them to come for a celebration in October with the junior youth and the younger children. Some of them have come. We have another session on Monday evening. That's with the younger ones, the little children, and then the younger, like the 10, 11, 12-year-olds. And so some of the parents have actually come and kind of come in and out of that, and they seem to be very supportive of it. Yeah.
Awesome. How long has the class been going on?
Oh gosh, when did it start? It's probably been like 6 or 8 months now. 8 months maybe, yeah.
Right. Thank you.
Okay.
To celebrate 200 years of the birth of Baha'u'llah. Baha'u'llah is the founder of the Bahá'í Faith.
Pinji yakulo